A lot of people have been informing me about this particular story all day. I've seen this video float on almost every social media platform all day long. I already knew that I was going to talk about it, but I just had to have myself in a good space to do it. I received the emails, I've seen the videos, and people, and and I'm not even gonna lie, as I'm talking right now, people are still tagging me in the video, which I have yet to even bring myself to watch. I kid you not, I can't watch this video. Just hearing the details of it just makes me sick. And I remember, I think I was listening to one of Harvey's videos, and he said something to the effect of, eventually what's happening to a lot of black men right now is going to trickle on down to black women, as far as being shot dead in the street like a dog by these terrorists in blue. And as you can see with this woman by the name of Pamela Shantay Turner, that's exactly what's happening. And isn't it ironic that the only picture that they can find of her, as far as her face, is that of a mugshot? Every time a black person, excuse me, every time a black person is the victim of something that they have done, they manage to always find a very unflattering image of them. Yet you have all these white people who are connected to that college admission scandal. And we have yet to see one mugshot of them. And that happened back in March, and they were all arrested. And we haven't seen one mugshot. But they can dig up a mugshot of a black person, even if it's ago, and they'll use it because they have to set the narrative. That's why I call the media lamestream, because they do lame shit to try to criminalize us even further. We already have a big enough target on our back, but they feel it's not wide enough. So they'll find a way to make it enlarged. And what better way to do that than to put up an image of us in a most unflattering way, even though we are the victim. So here you have this woman by the name of Pamela Shantay Turner, who was brutally murdered by this demon in blue down in Texas. First off, knowing that it's in Texas does not surprise me. If y'all remember what happened to the young lady a couple months ago who got into it with that guy, and they tried to make it seem like she was the issue. This is just the beginning. To the black women out there listening right now, this is just the beginning. They are going to come for you next. You are the next on their list. And they're going to come in full force. So you better be prepared. That's all I have to say. But you had this this individual literally berate this woman, physically assault her, tase her, or they say that she tried to tase him, or grab his taser and tried to tase him, and then ended up shooting her multiple times. The story goes is that this woman is pregnant, or was pregnant. If she was indeed pregnant, that's 2 lives gone. But of course, lamestream media in that department, one of the things I saw trending on Twitter was saying that allegedly she wasn't pregnant. Of course, that's what they're going to say. They're known to lie all the time. And I believe it was some kids with her. Can you imagine children being around, seeing their loved one getting massacred like that in front of them? How traumatizing that has to be. That image will forever be ingrained in their memory. And I don't know what in the hell was going on with the person who was recording the video, but they were saying, like, based on what I was hearing, like the commentators, they were saying it sounded too, how can I put it, laid back. Like, they didn't sound too concerned at all that this cop was physically assaulting, beating, and killing this woman right in front of them. Like, has it gotten to that point where we have become that dense to situations such as these? To the point where it just doesn't surprise us anymore that we just, okay, just roll over and just take it? That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like it has come to. And that in itself is unfortunate. Desensitized, that's the word I'm looking for. Desensitized. This woman did not deserve what happened to her. And another thing that's killing me too is seeing people that somehow she deserved it because she had a criminal past. Notice that every time, whenever they have to put out a story, whenever they say this person and that person have a criminal history, they have to put it out there like that so they could have some kind of sympathy for the person. But they immediately pull this woman's mugshot up so you didn't have to feel bad for her. They even, like I said, go with the angle that she tried to take his taser and use it against him. That kind of reminds me of the story I just recently did about Kenneth Herring and that white chick down in Georgia, where she tried to get him because he had hit this car that was not hers, and then pulled out her gun on him. And then when they were wrestling, she tried to say that he took the gun and shot himself, or tried to get her. And then her story didn't add up either, which is why she's in the position she's in right now. That same thing is playing right here. I'm almost willing to bet that nothing is going to happen to this pig that killed this woman, because that's what he did. He killed her. He murdered her. And should she be pregnant, that's 2 lives that are gone. But like I also said, this did happen in Texas. And the reason why they're trying to clean up the whole thing of her not being pregnant is because they know that that will not look good for the department that he works at. And that actually could play a factor into him actually possibly getting convicted of some serious charges. But then again, they've killed black children in the past and walked away from that too, so this would be no different. I bet you if it was a white woman he shot and killed and she was pregnant, they would have got on him, because especially since they're going through a decline at the moment and they're coming up with all these anti-abortion bills to, keep them from getting rid of the child. But Pamela Shantay Turner did not deserve anything that happened to her. I don't give a damn what her past said about her. We all have a past. There's no such thing as the perfect person, but they love to make it seem like we as black people have to be perfect or squeaky clean in their eyes. That's not happening. We have a very checkered past involving palm colored. A very, very shaky one. That there's no perfection there. It's like we always got to do everything by the book with them. Every single time. As if they don't have any shortcomings of their own. And trust me, they have a plethora of shortcomings. Because I've talked about many of them on my channel. But I would like to offer my condolences to the family, the friends and the associates, anybody who had any kind of connection with this woman. Like I said, she didn't deserve anything that happened to her. In my God honest opinion. Many people from within and outside of the community are probably going to feel some other way about it, but that's just because they're a bunch of stupid ass motherfuckers who probably never experienced real loss. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If there's any updates that come from this, if I don't hear about it first, can you please let me know? Because sometimes I get backed up with a lot of emails, which I am currently at the moment right now in that position. And I'll be sure to do any kind of updates as it is pertaining to this story, because I'm sure there's going to be updates coming from it.